Hello, please join me in this video where we are going to practice how to draw the chair conformations. Now, in the lecture notes, I mentioned that 6-membered rings are the most stable because they avoid the ring strain by acquiring different conformations. So here we're going to start with a cyclohexane, and then we're going to convert it into a chair conformation. So what I want you to do is you start with 2 parallel lines, and then you connect the bonds like that, and then we are going to have some bonds pointing directly upwards or directly downwards. So those hydrogens are said to be in axial positions. We could also have the other hydrogens where we need to show them in the equatorial positions. So equatorial positions are going to be pointing sideways. Which implies that for every carbon position, we need to be able to identify the position as being, the substituent as being equatorial or axial. So putting it together, for the cyclohexane, we can show the hydrogen in the axial position and the other one in the equatorial position. What I want you to do is just to be able to eyeball this and recognize the one that is up and the one that is down. So here, this one is up, this one is down. The next one also we are going to have the same. One of the hydrogens is in the axial position, another one is in the equatorial position. So here, the one in the equatorial position is up, the one in the axial position is down. Moving on to the next one, we have one of them being in the axial position, another one being in the equatorial position. So the one in the axial position is up, and the one in the equatorial position is down. We do the same over here. The other one is pointing directly downwards, another one is pointing sideways. So the equatorial position is up, the axial position is down. Moving to the next one, we do the same. We have one of them pointing directly upwards, another one sideways. So again, in this case, the equatorial is down, the axial is up. And the next one we have pointing here. So equatorial in this case is down, the axial is up. So we need to be able to recognize which one is up, which one is down. Do not memorize. There's really no way to memorize this stuff and get it right. You just have to practice and make sure you are able to visualize them accordingly. So let us look at how we can draw the structure for methyl cyclohexane, where we are told that the methyl group is kind of projecting out of the screen. So that means it is up. So if you want to represent this compound, we need to draw it in the right way. So we're going to draw the chair conformation. And assuming this is where our carbon 1 is, it's shown to be up. So up is axial position, because down would have been here, which is having a hydrogen. Now what happens is that the axial positions are all projecting upwards. So then they experience what is called 1,3 diaxial interaction. So this compound would have to be flipped. We have to do what is called a ring flip. When we do a ring flip, we are going to draw it the way we were doing, but now the parallel lines, the way we slant them is going to be different. So we're going to have it facing that way, another one that way, and we draw it like that, and we draw it like that. So the position, let's call this position 1, position 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So position 1 is now going to be over here. Position 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Because when we do a ring flip, what we are doing is just rotating the carbon bond so that we transform the axial position into the equatorial position. So it's now going to be over here, CH3. And the hydrogen, which was in the equatorial, now is going to be in the axial position. Now, because we said there is the axial positions pointing upwards, there is what we call the 1,3 diaxial interaction, which is not favorable. That interaction is not favorable. So the molecule tries to adopt a conformation that is more favorable, which is of low, or in this case lower energy relative to the first one. So then the compound would prefer to exist in that format. Okay, moving on, let us look at a di-substituted cyclohexane. In this case, let us use this example where we have the chlorine projecting out of the screen, and the other one is going into the screen. So chlorine is said to be up, and then the methyl is said to be down. So if you want to draw the chair conformation, we can have it and use this as position 1 and that position 2. So 1 and 2. And then once we draw it, the one that was up is going to be in the axial position. In this case, position 2, the methyl is going to be down. And then if you look at this compound, the larger substituent is the chlorine, because chlorine is larger than the methyl group in terms of the molecular weight. So the compound in this case is not stable due to 1,3 diaxial interaction. The 1,3 diaxial interaction is not favorable. So what is going to happen is that it is going to undergo a ring flip so that we transform the chlorine into the equatorial position. And when we do that, it acquires a lower energy with respect to the previous one. Let us look at one more example here where we have the ethyl group, which is the larger one, and the methyl group. Now when we draw this compound, we realize that the ethyl group is going to be in the axial position. So again, the 1,3 diaxial interaction is not favorable, so we're going to do a ring flip. And when you do a ring flip, now the bulky compound is in the equatorial position, so it is more stable because it's of lower energy.